Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I've got the latest from Joy Toy and their hardcore Coldplay set. This is the figure Blue Falcon, which is a very humorous name if you know about military, and I found this out the other day. Basically, Blue Falcon, if you call someone Blue Falcon, it means they shoot their own team, their own side. So it's quite a funny thing to call a figure, but I think Joy Toy didn't realise that. Anyway, it looks rather cool. This is the box. You see the picture of the figure on the front there. On the back we see his helmet and more pictures of the figure, some information. On the side just the name on the other side, and his helmet does look pretty damn cool. If I open this, it gives a nice sort of premium feel. Figure accessories and a picture of the figure again. Okay, to open there is tape on the bottom here, which I am gonna slice with my very sharp knife. There we go. Open up the tab, and then just pull out what's inside. You can, I believe, pull out the background as well if you want. Okay, so it says Blue Falcon on this, and it just has a picture of him. Here's equipment, so two sort of assault rifles, a pickaxe, a shovel, his knee pads, shoulder pads, three spare hands, his sidearm, helmet, vest, belt, etc. Precautions, and then product parameters, etc. and a picture we can see there. There is no tape on the plastic inside, just a friction seal. So let's look. So the figure is really cool looking helmet. In fact, it's not a helmet per se, just the neck for head attachment. I have to replace the head with that. We have this vest, which looks pretty damn cool. We have his thigh parts with a holster for his gun. We have these parts, which I think they were his knees, is that right? Or his elbows. Knees or elbows, which says force. Probably the elbow since knees are there already. We have these parts, which I believe were the upper arm, maybe. I'll look at that in a second. Belt. They come with a whole range of spare joints in case something breaks, which is always nice. The axe, which looks fantastic but needs more paint. Gun looks great, but there's no drilled barrel, but looks nice. The combat shovel, which folds out. It's pretty cool. But it folds slightly too far. Actually, that's fine now. It was only a half in, sorry. The other main weapon is more like a submachine gun. Then we have the three spare hands. This is right jointed like this. This is a left jointed like this. And then we have another left jointed like it's holding, and again like this. Then last but not least, we have the pistol, which is under tape. And that's a nice looking pistol, but again, it's two-tone, but there's no drilled barrel, which would be really nice if it had a drilled barrel. He does look pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to pause the video in a moment and gear him up and come back and show you. In the meantime, the first thing I want to do is test to see if he has the same production problem that the C.I.A. mercenary and the Marine had, in that one of the toe joints, because they have toe joints here, wouldn't bend. So this one should bend if I remember rightly. Let's have a look. Yeah, so his left one bends, the other one is the right one wouldn't bend. Let's have a look here. Yep. So same error again in production. You can see that one is bent. That's this one here is bent up very far. And this one I put far more pressure, is not bent. You need to shave some of the plastic stroke ABS or whatever, or rubber off to make it bend. And I'll do that off camera. And I'll put a video explaining in the suggested videos up here what I showed previously. You can check that out if you've not seen it already. Okay, so I'm going to pause this, gear him up. I'll sort out his toe here. I'll be back when he is complete and we have a look, okay? So I'll be back in a moment, okay? Okay, I am back. He is set up. I have partially fixed the fault with his foot. I can move it now, but it still takes a bit too much effort. So his left one, that's easy, and it'll fold up all the way. His right one, I can do now. Bit more effort, but at least it will do it. And again, it folds up, as you can see, but I'll probably do a bit more work on that in the future, just so it stays, just as a bit easier to do. He stands up really easily, really well. He looks really, really nice. I've not put his other bits and bobs on him. Let's see how he holds his guns. Look at his pistol first of all. Let's look at his articulation first. Sorry. Without noting that that these shoulder parts are really gonna limit its articulation. He won't get flat there. He won't go above unless you take those off. So head is very good. Left and right, down and up, side to side. Shoulders only go that far. Bicep bend is should be okay. Looks quite good. Yeah, look at that. That's a really good bicep bend. That is not quite as good as the acid rain ones, but that is much better than most 118 scale. Okay, wrists. His left hand, his right hand is this way. His left hand is that way. He has waist and he has a trunk. Hips will only go so far because of the sculpting and the other parts. Forwards is the same problem. Backwards is the same problem again. Double knee joints, and his stuff shouldn't get in the way too much. A little bit on the actually, I'm telling you a lie, his stuff will get in the way because he's got stuff in the back of his legs. You can see the difference in angle there. Okay, so how does he hold his pistol? Let's have a look. This is the standard hand he comes with, and it's perfect for a pistol. I mean, that's really, really good. He holds that amazingly well. I just wish the pistol had a drilled barrel. I mean, that's small. I could do it myself. I've got a sworn of drills, but not here in Malaysia. He holds that really, really well. Okay. The sort of tomahawk axe seems a bit small. No, it's okay. It's okay. The sort of combat shovel. I'm using his other hand maybe for this. It might be a bit better for the combat shovel. Combat shovel is an interesting one because it's not really big enough to hold to get their fingers around. So maybe the trigger hand will be better for this, since he has like 3 fingers separate and 1 finger for the trigger. Yeah, he holds it like a gun. So he holds that acceptable. We can do that as well. Let's look at his bigger guns. Go to the next one first in size. Make sure his wrist is in. Shouldn't be too difficult. Stock is not that long. Yeah, it holds that well. Looks good. Or he can hold it in a guard pose if need be. Simple swivel of the wrist and the arms down. The other gun I think is going to be more difficult if we have a look at that. Oh, maybe not. The stock is about the same length in comparison from the handle. Just that this linked up handle here will make it awkward. Let me see if he can hold this decently. I think getting that in is going to be not so easy with that. But let's try. Now these do have nice rubbery fingers like acid rain weld, which means you can bend them around while trying to get into different positions. Yeah, he can hold that okay. He holds that acceptable. I'm not sure if you can get to the other handle on the gun. Let's have a look. That's going to be a bit of a struggle. And the stock is now not into his shoulder. Get into his shoulder and he can't quite grip it. That's holding just the front hand at the moment. Let's try getting both hands again. I can do both hands if the stock is not into his shoulder. But into his shoulder with this gun is difficult. So the stock's not in his shoulder there. So it's very tough. But the gun does look good. Last thing to do is to swap out the head. For the helmeted version, which does look yeah, that looks really, really mean. That looks awesome. Looks like a space trooper there, really, really good. See how well the pistol fits in his holster. Should fit in really nicely. Yeah, tight enough, that's good. And he'll look awesome with this sort of helmet on, and then with the pistol or another gun as well. He'll look really, really good. Yeah, he is a really, really nice looking figure. And all this sort of get up and extra bits, they are great, but they do affect the articulation. Without them, he'll have more articulation. And bear in mind, a lot of this stuff is not molded, it's glued on, so that will come off if I force that. If I'm not careful. Great looking figure. Head is easy to swap, hands are the same. You can just twist and pull to change your hands. I'll give him the other right hand, or left hand, sorry. Let me give him the 4 fingers hand instead. Let's put the pistol in his holster. Now he does have a clip, 2 clips in his back, one in his leg here, which you can clip something, and one in his back here. So you could clip either, I'd imagine, a gun via the handle here. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's easy enough. Or you could clip the shovel. The bottom one, I don't think you put a gun down the bottom, a bit strange. You might do the axe possibly, or maybe the combat shovel. In fact, he's probably too tooled up, you know, he can't really move that much. But that does look rather cool. Let's get his pistol one more time, sticking his hand with this pose in the other hand, and see what it's like. Yeah, very, very nice figure. I think it's definitely worth getting if you can find one. They should be, I got mine today in the post, and I live in China, so if you're outside of China, you might be a few days or weeks or maybe a month away from getting these, but it is a very nice 1/18 scale figure, despite the name being Blue Falcon. Okay, and he comes with all these awesome extra joints in case things break, and you can use it for customization if you do that sort of stuff and need more joints anyway. Okay, this is awesome action toys, and before I sign out, let me compare them to some other stuff. Okay, so I will compare them to, let me see. This is AIM. This is one of the best figures you've got from Jazzware Fortnite, and I love this sort of sci-fi robot figure. Size scales really well. Somewhere around here, I should have, and now I can't see it. 1 second. Okay. I do have the other figures from here, but I've put them in the bag somewhere, so I can't find them right now. I will use another Fortnite figure, Vortex, who's really nice looking as well. You see that he scales exceptional. In fact, he sort of fits in with these, both of these guys sort of sci-fi look universe anyway. He does look really, really good. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out saying please like, share and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more Awesome Action videos for you. Stay happy and keep collecting, and please click on the notification icon to stay up to date latest uploads and videos, okay? Bye-bye.